Time to talk about those quarterbacks. Brent right there. I am Dustin. This is your quarterback draft strategy for 2019. Don't forget, we got our draft guide, our cheat sheet. It's free. Click on the link in the description. Check it out. In this video, we like to talk about kind of what our strategy is for each position going into the drafts, kind of what we're feeling in terms of what we're going to try to do in our drafts. So we always get a little bit of hate sometimes for, you know, I'm a little more quarterback heavy. I think it's one of the more predictable positions. So sometimes we get hate on, but man, is quarterback deep this year.
It's super deep. It's like ridiculous deep. So I am personally probably waiting. Unless Mr. Mahomes is there. Man, not only did he have an incredible season, he had the most fantasy points in the history of fantasy last year.
The history. That's
ridiculous. And I know the variance between him and somebody else might not be as great as your thought running back you're going to get around pick 18 to 20. But again, Dustin, if you watch that running back, there's a lot of question marks. Our running back strategy, there's a lot of question marks with that. So you take Mahomes, you lock him up, and we always say this. You know how hard it is to trade for this man after the draft? After week 1 when he throws for 350, 4 touchdowns? It's impossible to trade for him. So, you know what? If he's there, I'd love pick number 1. I take my running back. If I can get like him and Kelsey on the turn, double down. Whoo!
Yeah.
Whoo!
I'm even fine with it earlier than that.
You take him arguably under the first probably.
In a very rare case, maybe, if I really didn't like what was there, but it's the most predictable position. They're the least likely to get injured in most cases. And it's just, he is the odds-on favorite to score the most fantasy points.
And here's the other thing. People all the time say, oh, well, they listen to the quote-unquote other experts. In expert drafts, quarterbacks always slip.
Always.
Not in your house league. Take a look. How often do they slip? They never slip. They go early. So if you try to do that, and then you're gonna end up with like a Big Ben, don't come crying to us.
Well, you gotta know yourself too. If you're very active on the wire, I'm not worried about running backs. I will find me some running backs on the
opportunity.
Wire. I'm active, and if I absolutely need to, I can bust a trade. I am one of the best traders you will ever meet. He will attest to it. I'm good at it. So that's why.
Oh, humble brag. Jeez. Just a brag. I don't know that's a humble brag.
That wasn't humble at all.
I'm
just throwing it out there. That's why I don't have an issue with taking quarterbacks early. So when you look past Mahomes, there is a big gap, about 30 picks. It goes to Andrew Luck, who we really like this year.
He's Luck.
Battling a little bit of an injury right now, so it's a little bit scary, but he's going around the 45th pick. I don't hate that. Watson at 49. I don't hate that. Rodgers all the way down to 52. I don't hate that either. But then you got Mayfield at 63. Matt Ryan.
Hype's gone too far.
Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Drew Brees, Wentz, Newton. I don't mind all these guys, but when you look at who's after them, the gap's not really there. So it's not that big of a gap. So at that point in the draft, if there's other positions that you need, I'm probably filling those. I'm getting my high upside running backs and decent receivers. If you hadn't had your tight end yet, I'm probably doing that. So if I miss out on Luck, Watson, or Rodgers, I'm more than likely waiting to one of the people that Brent's going to call.
Yeah, one of those guys, they need to slip like 10 picks.
Yeah,
if they slip 10 picks from their ADP, I'm probably grabbing them. If not, I can get a guy like Goff at 90, the number 1 overall pick, Mr. Murray at 102. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on the young man? 102.
If he stays healthy, I think
you grab him and a Lamar Jackson and you just have a running bonanza at quarterback.
Fun.
I love it.
It's fun. I think if he stays healthy, that's the only thing that worries.
The GOAT, Tom Brady, pains me, but it's true.
I'm still.
We'll see.
As of right now,
who's the argument?
It's hard to argue, but
it's unfortunate.
I still say product of the system.
But like I said, Lamar 121, Dak 127. Your boy. Who's your boy?
Mitch.
Buck 37.
Get Mitch as your QB2 in all your leagues.
Yeah.
If you do draft 2 quarterbacks, you will not.
This year, I am fine taking 2 quarterbacks. I am fine taking 2, waiting forever. Let's say you wait forever. I am fine taking 2 and playing the matchup game week to week. I am totally okay with that as a draft strategy this year.
And I mean, my thing is too, like, I'm not going to reach on a quarterback just because I like having a solid quarterback, I'm not going to reach on. So let's say I'm early in the first round and I get like a Barkley and Mahomes is gone before he even gets back to me. All right,
chilling. I'm chilling.
I'm not going to take Luck before, where his current ADP is. I don't really think I need to reach at that point. So, there's a chance I could do just what Brent just said, and just wait. And even after the top 20, there's still normally when you get out of the top 20, it's just
it's
like
so deep this
but
year.
But now it's like, okay, we're out at past ADP of 140. You can still get guys like Jimmy G. Carr with Antonio Brown there now. That's at least a little interesting. Stafford.
Dude, Jimmy G. Seriously?
Josh Allen.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Josh Allen's another guy.
Ridiculous. The guy runs for 4 billion yards a game,
that
it feels
you can pair
like.
with another running guy, play the matchup. Sam Darnold. I like his upside with them actually maybe having a running game this year. Like, it is absurd how deep it is. But, there's still a huge advantage to having a top quarterback, I feel, because they score the most points, and that's how you win your matchup. So,
yeah, think about it. When your quarterback goes out there, throws 1 touchdown and 2 picks,
it's tough.
It's over.
It's a tough week to win.
You lost.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Some like a Patrick Mahomes, it's also the consistency. Every week, he's going to do good.
And his numbers will probably go down.
He's not. What did he throw over 50 touchdowns? He's not. It's not happening again.
Absurd. But he's still, you got to play the odds.
He's the odds-on favorite for MVP in Vegas for a reason.
Right. So
house always wins.
It's all how you want to build your team. And you need to know yourself. You need to know, if you get into a bind, are you going to be able to get yourself out with trades or the wire? And sometimes taking those gambles don't pay off. If you ignore running backs early and you don't hit any gems in later rounds, you might regret taking Mahomes in the second.
One thing, though, if you take, like, Luck and then you think Baker's going at a value and you take him, you're not going to be able to trade Baker this year. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that strategy.
Especially in a 1 QB league, it's hard to trade.
But I hate when people do that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times you can trade one of the top 3 or 4, but it's hard to trade.
But that's what I'm saying. So don't go in doing that. This is a draft strategy video. I'm saying it's a bad strategy.
Okay. It's just kind of a weird thing to bring up. So.
Oh my God! You know what? If that's it, well, our fans are smart, but whatever.
I mean, you're talking about taking
it's terrible. Throw him off my game.
Taking Luck at 45 and then Mayfield at 70.
I'm not saying 70. I'm saying he slips to 85, and you're like, ooh, that's a value. And then after the draft, I'll flip him for a running back. And then you're that guy that tries to trade him for a running back that you took over Baker. Do not people do that all the time?
Maybe.
And do you not get annoyed when they do that?
It just seems like an obscure example.
You're like, well, then why wouldn't have I just taken Baker when I didn't? I took this running back instead for a reason.
I agree with you.
You do agree. Whenever you text me that somebody did that, because you get more angry about that than anybody.
It's an obscure example.
I don't think it's that obscure. I think it's very relevant for the title of this video. I said, we're talking about it way too much now. It's like the focus of this video is just a quick throwaway thing. But sure.
Check out all
Close the video, Dustin.
Download our cheat
Oh, it's so painful sometimes.
And if you learned anything today, don't draft Luck and then
That's not what I want. Not at all what I was saying.
Till next time.
Oh, Lord.